I recently was watching a video where you spoke about the Hudson High School student walkout, also involving the middle schoolers. If an event like that happens in the future, and the schools are not aware of it until the week of, how would you address that, or how would you, as a future possible school board member, help address that situation and advocate for the students and the parents? How would you do that?
Thank you. That's an excellent question. So first, when we talk about student walkouts or demonstrations, I want to be clear that I am a big proponent, big fan of the First Amendment rights. This is not a discussion about taking away the rights of any student or their right to assemble. The Supreme Court has been pretty obvious and pretty clear about that. My issue with the student-led walkout was the fact that the administration, the district knew well ahead of time that this walkout was happening. Okay? They knew about it and they put out communication that contradicted their very own policy. The district policy regarding walkouts states that they will not be permitted, that disruptions of any kind will not be allowed during the day. However, the district, when they put out their email, they said, well, if you want to participate, get a note from mom, or you will not be allowed to leave the building. And guess what? They were allowed to leave the building. They were out on the streets where anything could have happened to them. The safety of our kids is non-negotiable. One other thing. This goes back to where I talked about our board and our district being proactive instead of reactive. Good leaders meet issues and they tackle them head on, not wait till after the fact. You know, we got lucky, nobody was hurt, and I hope that in the future we can do better at enforcing our policy and letting know clear expectations.
This is similar because for me this is a pretty straightforward issue. There's school districts and school boards have policies for a reason. They have plans to handle school walkouts or fire drills or lining up for lunch. They have them for a reason. We should follow them. There was a communication that went out to parents about what was going to happen, and even then it didn't happen. If we have plans, we need to follow them. Safety for kids is an absolute mandatory. It's a non-discussion item. It has to happen. Kids should not have been able to leave school grounds. We should have followed the policy. We should have followed the plans that were in existence.